guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin, and today we are back in guys with Black Sails. Episode 6 from first season.
Last episode we had a battle. The crew went against, what's his name? I don't remember. The Andromache? The ship, the Andromache, because we need the guns that are on that ship.
Yeah.
We attacked. Some of them had their first time in an actual battle because we had less men. That ship was, ready to receive us. So we needed everyone on deck, everyone ready. It got bloody, it got intense, but we got them, except the rest of the crew, the 20 men that are left, they locked themselves up below deck.
So we can get in.
And they are with a bunch of slaves.
Yeah.
One of which is fucking Mr. Scott. It's Mr. Scott. He's been screwed by Eleanor's father. He was supposed to help him, make the Andromache leave, not help Eleanor with the plan, but then he also wanted to go back and explain himself, and he didn't get to do that. So he is currently a slave on that ship.
Father said no and he betrayed him. But he was technically always a slave, but he has much more freedom than
it's still
what
fucking
you could expect. So yeah.
So we were at a standstill, but now there's another ship, the Scarborough, that's coming.
Yes.
They know where we are. They know we're here. They're gonna attack. So either we face them with whatever we have left, or we try to run away. But if we do that, we have no food, no supplies, no nothing. So we're a bit between a rock and a hard place.
True.
Back in Nassau, Eleanor's father just declared that he was a criminal, that people wanted to arrest him, and his business was over. So there's no more money, so you'll get what we have to give you, and that's pretty much it. So Eleanor is trying to start something on her own. She got the important captains of the place to back her up.
She has a good plan, but they will accept to do her bidding if she do one thing. One thing only.
Lift the ban on Captain Vane, who is now the owner of the brothel and has gone wherever to, guess.
He's on a mission.
Well, he said something about gaining more power.
Yeah.
We'll see, but he might not go along with her plan. So, yeah, trouble is on the horizon. But yeah, now we need to focus on the Scarborough. We need to focus on that next fight, and Flint needs to make a decision quickly. So this is where we are. Let's jump in this episode and see what happens. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these episodes, and check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions.
In the meantime, let's go.
How far have we drifted?
A few miles. Fucking Scarborough's out there, Billy.
They wouldn't be able to see shit.
Lars is almost ready. Gonna have that bunker open in no time.
4 hours to sun up. If we can't get those guns before then, Flint will let us leave.
Right? I don't know. His obsession sometimes makes him do shit that's pretty crazy.
It's the fact that they're so close to getting it. And who knows if they could manage to have that much guns in the future.
By the way, I keep talking about how they don't have any supplies and stuff, but maybe they had access to their supplies. It might not be locked up in the bunker with them. So we might be okay with that. It just depends. It's between the obsession and the rest.
Nice slipping off with our guns is one thing, but bringing Scarborough with him. How did he even know the Navy was around?
Richard Guthrie must have been involved.
Oh shit, do you think?
Not just him.
Where I get confused is that Richard Guthrie was supposed to be the guard at the Barnum Woman's home.
And he's found the letters.
It's about time I started asking some real questions.
If you start asking the real questions, I'm afraid he's gonna get rid of you.
It's a complicated story, but leading to the fact that she might have betrayed his trust.
She is betraying him. At the very least, she sent letters to the captain here. It's like he lost all drive.
He wanted to take it, to place it in the hole above your head, to signal to pirates. He says if we help them, they'll bring us back to their home.
No.
He says...
I know what he says. He says in Nassau a slave can be free.
Well, right now, no. He was...
You are cargo in Nassau or otherwise. This has nothing to do with you.
We have a chance to be free.
I don't care.
He's pissed. Rightfully so.
Weapons on this ship. Weapons that are very dangerous to someone I love. No matter what happens to me or to you, those weapons must not be returned.
Still looking out for her. It's her father who screwed him over, and he has every right to just be done with the family and be like, oh, fuck them. But he's still looking out for her. He's a good guy.
When do you think that Eleanor went to Nassau with Mr. Scott?
But he was the family slave for a while, so I don't know if he took care of her when she was younger.
2 fucking hours she's been holed up in there. I, for one, think this is a good sign.
She's thinking about it.
As long as it takes for Miss Guthrie to emerge from behind that door and lift the ban on Captain Vane, a decision which a few hours ago she said would be taken over her dead body, Lillywhite and his mob are free to burn everything in sight with the Guthrie name on it. All Nassau will most likely descend into fiery mayhem, from which we will all be lucky to escape alive.
He understands the situation. So
Miss Guthrie is considering that outcome as a viable, even preferable alternative.
So it's not that she's considering lifting the ban on Vane, it's also that she's considering the other side of it. The bad side of it.
Yeah.
Perhaps you need to have a little bit more faith in people.
Listen to be a good person, man. So,
Okay.
what have you decided?
Yes. But he's not there to, know about this, and he might come back causing more trouble.
I'll take the good news to Captain Lillywhite. Let him know he can stand down.
This guy really needs to die. For everyone's sake, what he did to Max, the trouble he's causing Eleanor. Do not let him do shit to you. Fight back. And if you can't, she'll help you.
She don't want no one touching the hall.
What the fuck's your problem?
You?
Another step and I'll show you.
Mr. Hammond, permit me a moment with our friend here.
I'd be so scared of her.
Tell me, we're about to fight Mr. Hammond over that fucking hall.
Don't call her that.
I don't think I could stomach watching the men throwing you into that tent as well and having their way with you, which is where I fear this story ends.
I think she'd be strong enough maybe to fight them. Although they would be a group of them.
Yeah, I guess one person.
Okay.
To the Honourable Justice Addington Thomas, I petition you under the advisement of your friend, Mr. Richard Guthrie, to bestow your favour and influence. You may know Captain James Flint by reputation, but you might not know of his desire to repent. He's a good man, eager to renounce his transgressions at sea and seek life in a part of the world willing to accept a man, humbled and penitent. He is caught in a dangerous plot with wicked men, who will most certainly kill him when they learn of his betrayal.
I don't know, dude, you should not trust whatever you read. You don't know the full story. I don't believe everything that was written in that letter to be true.
Do believe though that if he has the goal from the Arca de Luma, he will
Create a place where he gets to start a new
peaceful
repent.
life.
I do believe he might want to repent for everything he did in the past. Her doing this might be completely her own thing. I don't think that has anything to do with them. And I think she's just trying to get support. But he's gonna think that he's playing all of them. He's gonna think that the deal is to save them, but screw the others. He's not gonna like that. Next.
Get me another plan.
I need to talk to you. Now.
so many problems at the same time.
Really think about this, Billy.
She wants a pardon for Flint in Boston. She says we're going to kill him when we learn of his betrayal.
What do you want me to do about it right now? I want to go to the crew with this, be my guest. But I will do everything in my power to frustrate you. Know that.
How can you say that?
Because we're in fucking battle right now.
Yes,
And
first
nine
of
of the
all.
time.
If you lose the captain right now, everyone else will fucking scatter and you don't need
Promise
that.
me that when we get back to Nassau, we will deal with this.
She saw an opportunity to go back to Boston, so she's trying to have him go back with her, I guess. Doesn't mean he knows about it. The betrayal part, I don't know, but...
Mr. Guthrie has betrayed Captain Flint, and you've helped him to do it. He will not react to your betrayal kindly.
You do not understand any of this.
Then help me understand. Because I cannot in good conscience walk away from here believing you to be in such peril.
Don't know if he would truly put her in danger, though, but...
Yeah, but the man on the island,
If they find out
could do
anything,
something
yeah.
about it.
And like Guthrie's no longer around to protect her or anything. He fucking fled, found himself a new deal, no mentions of her. There's a very good chance that he said that so she could help him and then he's gonna forget about her and she's not gonna get her pardon in Boston. You can't make deals with people who are willing to betray. Whoa! Willing to betray family and shit. She comes out of the dark like, whoa.
What a piece of shit you are. Spoiled cunt playing at our business. Pains me being this close to you. Should tell you how fucking desperate I am.
Desperate for what?
To help Max?
Your help, your friend, on the beach. She fucked us and not needed answering. But then that night, She told her to go fuck yourself. Should have toasted her. If she had a cock, we probably would have. What Hammond's been doing to her ain't right.
I tried to help. She didn't want it. Now my hands are tied. I can't.
You could kill him.
Just
Yeah, but that's going back to the fact that you need to put personal aside and business
I
aside.
go near him, I'll have them all at my throat and no one at my back.
If you're already suspected by the men, what's to say that suspicion doesn't lead to questions?
Yeah.
And what's to say those questions don't lead to me?
Yeah.
Fucking cowards.
Why? Because I'd used my head before making this mess even worse.
You won't lift a finger to help.
But you didn't do it either?
You said my plan was too dangerous.
Your plan isn't dangerous enough.
You have a better one? Don't challenge each other.
8 men who support Hammond, you said it yourself. We kill him, they all become threats.
How about we kill all of them?
You want to kill Hammond? Then you have to kill them all.
All of them? Okay.
They disappear, all at once, tonight, with neither of us implicated.
They guard us up, it's impossible.
Are you
It's not
afraid?
impossible. We just need a little help.
God damn, you have guts. She came in trying to intimidate and then she's fucking impressed.
That's why it took her 2 hours to make a decision.
And for her, it's an opportunity to basically get rid of the last people that are around Vane, despite having to lift the ban.
Imagine Vane comes back and everybody's dead.
Captain Flint was Thomas's closest friend, and after his death, he saw fit to spirit me here. Captain Flint is my deliverer. There's nothing more you need to understand.
But then the rumors, what about those?
Why are you here?
I'm concerned for your safety.
She's not saying everything and it shows.
She isn't.
You're not here because you want to protect me.
He likes her, and he's ashamed because he's not supposed to. Here's the shame. She's giving him, I think, what he wants, so he leaves her alone a little bit. Stops asking questions, stops meddling with what's going on. I'll say, I mean, I don't know about her. I don't know her much yet. It's the beginning, but I'll say what Cersei said in Game of Thrones. Woman's weapon is between her legs.
Foreman, suspended over the side. Cause disruption, distraction. While we move on the bunker, through the hole below. So Raby tried once.
I like that I recognize a lot of the captain's names from Uncharted.
It's suicide.
We don't have time for a debate. Now, I gave you an order.
And what happens when those orders get us killed? You send in 4 more.
Yeah.
Until when?
Billy,
Until
tell
what?
him I'm right.
You don't have a crew anymore?
Billy is so conflicted between raising hell and understanding he can't do that right now.
Mr. Logan makes a valid point.
He's gonna show him how it needs to be done. Like, you need to follow the head, or else everyone will
Now is not the
go
time.
crazy. Ooh.
While we are in battle, the captain's orders are the law. That is what we signed up to. Now the order's been given. Heed it!
He's strong.
It's something.
He's got a point.
Captain!
Oh no, not the Scarborough, please.
Can you be cooler? God damn. He looks badass.
How many times must you have told yourself that your master thinks you different from the rest? Maybe you're right, but I know those men above better than you. And when they put you in these, they don't mean to let you go. You have a chance to go home again, yet you just sit there.
He was betrayed after thinking he was more important than he truly was in the eyes of the family he was with. He's thinking he's doing a better, the better job by acting like a hero right now, keeping the guns away. But they've been in this situation for longer than he has. They are thinking of their survival, their safety, their future. They know what it means and where they're going, so they'd rather fucking change that faith. It's complicated.
What the fuck is going on down here?
Sir, is this one?
Come on!
Dude,
It's the
really?
Scott!
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know he cares about Eleanor, but these people have lives. You can't put them all in danger or force them to go through this because of your fucking love for her.
They're making a distraction for you to break free. Use it.
You're free. Now fight back.
Secure the hold, Mr. Hayes. Something's wrong.
Oh yeah, something's definitely wrong.
It's a bit too late though. Get ready. Revenge! He was shot and he kept going. Come on. The girl is gonna save him.
Oh yeah.
No, okay. We're right there.
Finally. A true captain. Even Sean in the head is still going.
Well, yeah, his thing was prepared. He's prepared to fucking blow it up. Thank you. Okay, yeah. He got close. The Lannisters send their regards.
Excuse me. My name is John Silver. I have a proposition for you.
Piss off.
Come on. Use your
I was the horse partner.
He's such a charismatic talker.
I intend to sell the page again and leave Nassau with something to show for it.
What's to stop me from killing you for getting us into this mess?
I am willing to give a steep discount.
You might like me.
We don't have any fucking money left, you shit.
I fail to see how that's possible.
Oh. Creating fucking, yeah.
You told us you lost our pearls in the wrecks.
Mm-hmm. And he won't believe him if he said, yes, I did.
Because now I'm told that you gave half our pearls to the whore up front before you ever left for the wrecks.
He doesn't fucking know what's going on.
Where the fuck are they now?
Someone is lying to you.
I don't see how that much matters, seeing that we found these in your trenches now.
He's so confused. What's the plan though? Where's it going?
Where's the fucking rest of them? Buried. By the wrecks.
To bring them to a place where they get to get rid of them?
I'm so very disappointed in you.
And you wonder, does he know he doesn't know about the plan?
I mean, he seems genuinely confused. So I don't think.
But that could just be acting.
He might be seeing where this is going and that's why he's disappointed. Don't blow it up. Guys, don't blow it up!
Oh shit.
And they said no light and now there was just a beacon of fire.
So we're gonna have to find the Scarborough now?
Scarborough had to have seen us.
Obviously.
There's still great guns in the hold. At least 3 or 4 more. There's no time for delay. The guns we've unloaded already will have to suffice.
Good thing they've had most of them, but...
Yep, we need to get the head out of here right now.
It looks crazy.
Oh, I do hope that we did not break something when we tried to change them at the beginning.
Well, they have a part of the other ship stuck to us, and the Scarborough is gonna chase, so... Dude, it's not the time.
Now's not the time, Flint.
I think this is the bit I remember. Is it the bit I remember?
But do you know what was in it? Oh, shit!
Oh, it's not the time, but I think you might...
What, make it pass as an accident?
The only memory I had of this fucking show is this. Fucking, he threw him overboard.
Billy! He fell!
Come on, dude, this is too convenient. Too convenient.
But yeah, Gates might realize he's not dead. He's not dead. Scarborough is gonna fucking pick him up, right? Or he's gonna be drifting for a while.
You can't turn back.
It's a big person on this ship. Like he's respected by a lot.
She'll tear us to pieces.
You threw him overboard, man. For sure. I finally get to see what I've been, remembering.
Oh, but that's what you saw? That's what you remember?
That's what I remembered. Someone being thrown overboard. And the more we went into this, the more I thought it was Billy. There you go. I remembered it being in daylight, though, so I remembered it wrong, but...
I pegged you for an easy mark. But now, between you and Flint, I'm not certain who I should be more afraid of.
Don't piss her off.
I saw you earlier. After you lifted the ban, you were angry.
Which is why she did this.
Those men out there, they made you feel weak. And I think you felt compelled to let everyone on this island know that in this place, no one fucks with you and gets away with it.
Yeah, that was not a clear message.
She looks fucking crazy.
The bitch sent her regards.
when you and Miss Guthrie were plotting this little coup, when she asked you, well, shit, Anne, what makes you think old Jack will go along with this plan of ours and not plead the truth to his men, as he's most certainly going to feel duty-bound to do? What did you say?
I told her, given the choice between them and me, you'd choose me.
Wooly?
It's very fucking touching. And the captain, the two of you come up with some idea how to deal with him when he returns?
You don't know where he's gone, do you? He ain't coming back.
I don't know about that. It's not the end of Charles Vane.
I'm sailing towards season 2.
See the light with this guy amidst the sea. It's literally that. He'll come back changed, but I'm pretty sure he's coming back. It's not the end of it. He's been waiting.
Where did he went?
Well, he had a hallucination of this guy. I guess that's where he got his scar. That's what we presumed. But, yeah.
Vane, you've come home.
We'll see next episode. We didn't see him at all this time, so next time will be his moment. Who do you want to talk about first? Because again, there's a lot that happened.
Let's talk about what happened at Nassau. With
Nassau
Eleanor
first.
And Bonnie and everything.
So it's obvious, I mean, John is right. What happened is that she was stuck, kind of like with Flint. Eleanor was stuck between a rock and a hard place. She basically needed this to work, this new enterprise of hers to work. So she had to lift the ban on Vane, but to do that, it's kind of like saying she made a decision and these guys had the power to make her go back on that decision and change things that she decided. So we saw in the hallucination with Vane how she was back then with him, how he made her feel weak and she needed to feel strong, how for her it's about feeling in power, and we see it a lot and she is willing to kill for it apparently. But it really is that she had to lift the ban on Vane, but she couldn't just do that and leave it at that. So they still needed to be punished. So if the ban is no longer a thing, they still needed to be punished for what they did to Max. So this was her judgment.
What does this say for you as an individual in a position of power if people can just belittle your orders and treat you like you're not the one in charge in the place? That's basically what happened with her. Because
a similar situation
they
happened.
forced her hand to go back on what she said and said, technically, you have no power here, Eleanor. That's what
I've seen
that's what
it.
he told
No,
her,
I've seen
basically.
it happen in stories and in shows, movies, all of that. When you have a leader or someone in charge that makes a decision, that's it. If you go back on that decision for whatever reason, you will appear weak. Like you cannot. Like for example, someone forced you to change your mind, or you cannot deal with the consequences. So if you go back on something you said, you will appear weak. It's a bit similar to what was going on with Flint and Billy at sea, with the whole when you're in battle, when it's tensions are high, everyone is freaking out. The captain he's full of uncertainties. He talked about this last episode, but he needs to make his decisions and stick by those decisions because he's the one in charge.
Yeah.
If he appears to be doubting himself, or if other people can suddenly be saying like, oh, you know what? No, I don't like your plan. I don't want to follow your orders. And he lets it happen. Everyone can do that. He would be sending a message saying, you can,
Walk over me.
go against me. You can do whatever you want with my decisions. Then if you do that, you're no longer really in charge. And if you want them to follow you, you need to show that yes, it's okay. You need to rule with respect, love, all of that. But this is where fear gets in the way a little bit. Like you need to show strength. You need to have them respect and fear you a little bit so that they do not cross you and they do not refuse to follow your orders. This is what she did. She chose fucking fear. She ended up it helps Max to kill Hammond, and it helps, Anne Bonny wanted it to happen too, so I guess she gets it through that. But for Eleanor, she did not have to kill all those men. She used that as an opportunity to fucking weaken that crew, send a strong message, you do not fuck with her. So,
but she did have a good point though. Most of these men were following Hammond and his decision, and they were willing to do what he told them to
it
do.
makes enough sense for Anne to be like, yeah, okay, we'll do it. But really, I don't know how it would have happened. Some of these men, Rackham was saying it, some of these men did not do did not hurt Max, or some of these men, you know, were trusted sailors with the captain. Like, some of these men were okay. It's just that they were friends with Hammond. They were part of his crew. Hammond disappearing would have raised some questions. Doesn't necessarily mean it would lead to rebellion or anything. And for Eleanor, it did not do shit. She saw that as an opportunity to weaken the crew. Because if she lifts the ban on them, that's good, but what are you gonna do?
Weaken the crew. There's no crew anymore. They're all dead.
There are some of them are still left. Some of them are still left because now Rackham feels that he might have to tell them what happened, and then Anne is putting his love for her against his love for the crew or his job as a quartermaster. You might be fed up at one point. Like he was manipulated. He was used in the scheme. She did what she wanted to do. He was not considered. It fucking sucks.
If Vane does not come back, do you think that maybe Anne's gonna take charge or something?
Technically, I don't know,
because she's supposed to be a pretty badass captain, right?
She's supposed in real life, or at least in the true pirate lore that I know Anne Bonny is supposed to be a captain, and I read that Charles Vane was a captain and Rackham was a captain as well. So they are inspired by these people. Doesn't mean that they will become captains, but there's a strong chance that they might just fucking scatter and find their own crews one day. We'll see if that happens. It's gonna be fucking interesting. But I don't think Charles is never coming back. I just think he might not come back
this season
the same, or come back to them specifically. Like he went on a quest to find power, to change. Like, we'll see. She knows something about his past that we don't. So next episode we can maybe talk about it a little bit. But she, despite her connection with Rackham, despite that they, you know, the fact that they sleep together and they seem to care about one another at least a little bit, she betrayed him. And she did something that would turn the rest of the crew against her if he betrayed her and told the truth. So really, right now, it is their secret. But if it is ever known what truly happened, they will both be like, if he keeps it to himself, they will both be in hot water. So we'll see. But if they do believe Charles is not coming back, they might try to do something themselves. We'll see. But yeah, it's an interesting crew. I actually like it very much. This band, this trio of Charles, Rackham, and Anne. So yeah, I like to see them. I feel like they have the energy. Like, they are truly fucking badasses, and they're some of them are terrifying. And this episode, coming out of the shadows, manipulating, like, I thought she was fucking crazy. But
she's always there.
And hopefully Max can learn a little bit from what she told her about how you don't let them take from you, or you don't let them give you something you don't want. You fight back and you become strong. Like, maybe she can change a little bit and go towards a life that she is more in control of.
Yeah.
Hopefully for her. We'll see. But I truly felt that Anne saw herself in Max, and that's why she, like, the way she explained it, they punished her, but then after that, she earned respect. And if she had, like I said, if she had been a man, they would have loved her, they would have toasted her. But since she's a woman, they thought it was okay to take advantage of her and use her like a tool, like she means nothing. So as a woman who's probably been through her fair share of things, that's probably how she sees it. Like, if she had not proved herself and fought for that respect, they would have used her and done whatever they want. And it was actually a fear in this episode of what they would do to her if she stopped them from going to Max. So it's still a very present fear or possibility with her being surrounded by these men.
Yeah.
And it fucking sucks, because, like, you'd believe that after so much time with these guys, she would have earned their respect and proved to them that she can be an asset. But the way she explained it, like, these guys only see her as a potential tool, and if they don't see another way to use her, they'll turn on her like it's no big deal. So she's constantly fighting, I feel. So that's why she connected. I believe that's why she connected.
Comes from them? That's where the tough attitude comes from?
I think so, and I think that's why she saw, you know, she felt so much pity when it comes to Max, and she tried to push her to fight back. Because, like, it's one thing to feel bad, and I was saying, like, she did not help her much, but then again, like, you don't want her to stay a victim her whole life, so you want to give her the tools to help herself, and you want to give her the opportunity, but then again, like, you can't put yourself in danger either for someone who's not fighting back or is not willing to fight back. It's complicated. But she definitely has a heart beneath the tough attitude exterior. and it's nice to see it. It's nice to see her care for something. She did go against Rackham. What's his first name? I keep calling him Rackham.
Just Rackham.
I don't remember.
Does that
Some
have a
of them.
first name?
I mean, I just figured out that Flint's first name is James, so there you go. Now that's another one now we can talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see the tensions in that crew next episode, how that will evolve, because they lost most of the guys that were still with them, so...
Pretty much more than half of what used to be left of them, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see. But I'm excited. I like them, like I said.
Do you think that maybe John Silver would make a good ally with Eleanor? Or not?
No one can, at this point in the story, I believe no one can really trust him. Like, the only reason why he helps them here and there is because they put the fear of God in him. Like, they're literally, she's right when she says that you do not want her as an enemy, you'd rather have her as an ally. She had all good points.
What she did to her enemies?
Yeah, so he's right wanting to be her friend, like to have her on his side would help in the future. So he kind of had no choice, but it's either you have her basically be indebted to you in a way, or you say no and then you have her as an enemy and you do not want that. He's looking out for himself, but he's a good negotiator. He's a sweet talker. He's charismatic. He's good at this. I think they picked the actor perfectly for that too. He's good at that. But do we trust him? I don't know. Not now. Not yet. He needs, like, right now he's looking in, he's only looking out for himself. So in order to trust him, we need to, well, knowing that he's only looking out for himself, we know how he's going to react to certain things. Like, we can guess where he's going.
I mean,
but
if you have something to offer to him, like protection, guarantees, or money.
Well, now we know he won't screw Flint over because he wants a part of the money. He got himself a sweet deal. But again, like, no one should truly trust him completely because he's good at manipulating people, and he's playing many fronts, pretending to be friends with a lot of people to then turn around and tell on them.
But still, he said that maybe by the end of it, we might be friends.
But he said that so that they don't kill him.
True.
He might also like them in the end. Like, that would, this relationship could go both ways.
With what we just saw with Flint, with the fact that he threw overboard Billy, a man from his own crew.
The difference is that Billy was asking questions. John is not asking questions. If he's aware that something is going on, he won't really give a shit. He was not looking out for the crew. Billy kept asking questions because he was looking out for the crew, which I don't think he's dead. He's probably going to be picked up somewhere or he's going to drift away. But I don't want him to be dead. But for sure he fucking threw him overboard. He knew about the letter. He said, you know what's in that letter. This was dangerous to Flint. It mentioned a betrayal, which I don't know the specifics of, but just the mention of him betraying his crew would be enough to send the crew going crazy. He knew enough, and he was pushing Gates to ask questions and to look into this matter. He was becoming too dangerous, so Flint... The betrayal thing is huge because it gave him the motivation to throw him overboard. So he thought it was enough for him to be like, okay, the information that you have will definitely destroy my chances to be with this crew, to be their captain.
But he
needs them.
He needs his crew to reach the Arca Dilemma, to take the Arca Dilemma.
Yeah, I know, but that means that whatever he thought was in the letter, because he said, I think you know what was in the letter. He did not say, but this was enough to scare him, to scare him into pushing Billy overboard. So I don't know what the betrayal is, but it must be huge because he knows for certain that if they ever find out about this, they'll fucking turn on him. And Barlow also knew that this was huge enough to have him be killed by his crew if they ever found out. So the betrayal could be many things, either something we don't know about, or it could be simple as he's pretending to be someone when he used to be an officer or something. He used to be a part of, like, they said he was in the Navy, I think. I could be wrong with the specifics,
No,
but
they said it was in the Navy.
Yeah. And it could be about who he used to be before, what he represents, or has he been sending intel? I don't know. It could be a bunch of stuff. Do I truly believe that he's lying to them about certain things for a bad reason? I don't know. Like, I think the treasure is a real thing. He really wants to have it. These men are a part of this. They will get their money. Like, they'll get their prize. Like, this is probably all true. But the specifics, like if they get pissed enough about the specifics, could, you know, make, if they know about the Arca de Lima, they don't really need a captain to push them. They can find someone else. So the specifics might be important, but to me, they're not that important right now.
Yeah.
Like I know where he's going. The reasons why he's going there, that's a bit blurry because he says one thing and Barlow says another, and yeah, the rumors also say something else. Like the true story of what happened between him, Barlow, and Thomas. She definitely did not tell the whole truth to the pastor.
The way that she said it, she said that he technically
life became complicated, and so he
Yeah.
took her away after the death of her husband to help her, save her. But you're sleeping with him, so obviously there's something there. And I actually tend to, I trust the rumors more, at least for the big lines.
The gossips?
Yeah, I trust the gossips for the big lines more than I trust what she felt it was okay to tell someone else. I think she said that and she slept with him just so he would stop looking into things and leave her alone a little bit. So yeah, she might have cheated, but to truly know what happened there, we'll have to wait. Because like, yeah, she's not telling the truth, and we can't really, we can't trust rumors completely. But I do like the idea that he wants to repent. I think he might have felt, he was his best friend, Thomas's best friend. He might have felt like he betrayed him, or that his death is on him, and he's trying to, like I said it last episode, I feel like maybe he's trying to help, I keep calling her Barlow, Miranda.
Miranda
right?
Barlow.
He's trying to help Miranda give her the life that she should have had, create a world where he gets to forgive himself and be forgiven for what happened. I think he's really trying to repent for what happened back then.
Do you think that they might have a part of responsibility in Thomas' death?
Well, they did say they had a responsibility in what happened. They said he went crazy and killed himself because of what they did. So whether that's true or something else happened, I don't know. But I feel like he truly believes he's responsible in some way. He might feel guilty, and he's trying his he's trying his hardest to get that money for, to create this world where he gets to be free, maybe free of the guilt, maybe free of his own feelings that keep telling him, like, you did this, you killed your friend. He was his best friend. So if the guy died and he's feeling like this and he's so obsessed with this treasure, there are bad feelings pushing him towards that because he feels that he needs this to feel better.
Yeah.
And she's not okay either, but she cares about Flint enough to try and get him a pardon so they can go back to Boston. So that's why I think I might believe the rumors a little bit more, that they truly did sleep together. They truly had an affair or something.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm excited. We'll learn about it later. The betrayal needs to be looked into.
But I mean, would you consider it a betrayal because from what I understood with what we just saw, to me, I do believe that Flint wants to have the money from the Arca de Lima and just take off. Just quit the pirate lives, just have a simple life, and just get the disappears in the wild.
That's a lot of money to do that. But he did say that's what he wanted to do. He wants this money to create a place where they get to have a fleet, a way to protect themselves, a way to stay free, and a way. That's what he told Billy. Then again, who do we truly trust? I don't know. He was saying one thing to one guy. He could be saying something else to another. I thought he sounded genuine, but we could be surprised. What he told Eleanor also was this dream of creating a place where they get to sustain themselves, be free of everyone else, and just do their thing without fear of being stopped. Because right now the world is changing, and the outlaws are being killed and quartered, and basically their way of life is being punished. So they want to keep that alive by creating a place where they get to do that and be free doing it. With money, you could do that. Is it true? Is it the true intention? I guess this world would also help him feel like he's not burdened by who he used to be, what used to happen. We can only presume.
Unless he doesn't intend to share the treasure with his crew and everybody else.
It's a lot of money for one guy, so there's got to be a reason why this treasure specifically, because like you could do that with any treasure. Just get a bunch of like pick one ship that has some sort of treasure on it, take it, and then fucking leave if it's enough. But it has to be the Urca de Lima, the biggest fucking treasure ship they've heard about. In order for that to be his goal, that means he needs a lot of money to get what he wants. What dream is big enough to warrant this amount of money? It's not just running away with it. At least I don't think so.
Yeah.
In any case, and the Mr. Scott situation, just quickly, because I talked about it in the episode already. Poor Mr. Scott, I feel like he needs to go back and talk to Eleanor. But he truly was willing to send himself on a path of slavery, just disappear as a slave, in order to keep trying and save her, so those guns don't come back and that she can't go, keep going with her idea. But the woman that was with him, she was right saying that you're also condemning them, forcing them to go on that path. And it's like he didn't understand. Like, he's been respected in Nassau for so long, valued by Eleanor and the people that worked with her. It's kind of like he forgot what it meant to be a slave. And these guys did not. Like, these guys knew definitely where they were going, what was going to happen, and he was forcing them to go through it, thinking it was okay, thinking he was going to be fine, because he'd rather go through that than put Eleanor at risk. But you're also taking that decision for all these people, so I'm glad that in the end he chose that, you know what, okay, your life's value just as much as Eleanor's, and the thing is, you get to go back home, because Flint said, like, I'd rather prove you wrong, so he's not going to get rid of him. His pride got in the way here, and I'm glad.
If only Flint decided to prove Billy wrong.
I think he tried, and it's just that he got to a point where he could no longer try, because he knew something from those letters, and he was like, but he knew nothing about those letters. He just had more suspicions, and he wanted to look into it, but I think Flint thought that the information in those letters was bigger than it was meant to be, and he freaked out, and that's why he threw him overboard. Mr. Scott doesn't know shit about Flint, so it comes down to pride. Like, you say I'm wrong, you say I can't do it, you say my idea of the new world can't happen.
Just doom everyone. Well, let me prove you wrong. I will do this.
Well, that's how he captains his ship. Show confidence, show that you know where you're going, and change people's minds. And I'm glad, but then he gets to go back to Nassau and talk to Eleanor, and save her in another way, maybe, without putting all these people into slavery, keeping them into slavery, putting yourself into slavery as well. You need a break, man. Okay, it was an intense episode. We're actually coming close to the finale.
Only to live.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this was the last episode we ever saw.
I was scared that we would have to fight the Scarborough, but we managed to get out in time.
I did not remember shit. All I remembered was that someone was gonna get thrown overboard, and I finally got it. So from then, like, I don't know anything. I genuinely don't know anything. So, but then it doesn't mean much since I didn't remember anything from the past episodes either. It's been too long.
I've never seen or remember much past episode 4, so you're. I'm going blank since 5 and 6. So
but
from
now on, it's all new. It's no phantom memories of anything.
Fading memories of what used to be like 6-7 years ago.
So our journey can truly begin. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't want the next one, we'll be on it till next week, guys.
Yes.
So, see you then.
Bye.